Look, despite late summer rain, much of this region is still suffering through a drought that's lasted more than half a decade. But a fencing program designed to protect sheep from wild dogs is finally starting to bite, and that's raising hopes of a wool revival.
These day-old lambs can barely keep up with their mothers, but they're doing a mighty job breathing life back into outback towns.
It's a fantastic feeling. We all of a sudden, we sleep well at night again.
More than a year ago, Ben Banks joined with his neighbours northwest of Blackall to build a fence around their properties, a barrier against wild dogs.
It was horrific what they were doing to the livestock. We were seeing dead lambs, which you don't normally see on a large scale.
He predicts up to a third more lambs will now survive to maturity. And that's a welcome boost on a property that's been dry for 5 years.
We want ewes to go one way and wethers to go the other way.
At the Longreach Pastoral College, students are getting ready for the growing flock.
2 black, 2 white, sorry.
For the first time in years, it's running a sheep and wool program.
Sheep are a lot more labour intensive than cattle, so they're going to need a lot more staff on the ground.
Over the past 5 years, the number of sheep in Queensland has dropped by 70%. Out here, the number of people has also fallen by a quarter. But lambing rates are on the rise, up to 80% on some properties, and 70 jobs have been created by this fencing project.
You will see young people going out, rolling their sleeves up, going to work, earning a really good wage in the shearing industry, and those monies are then spent back into the community.
Former Wild Dog Commissioner, Merway Mayor and Labor candidate for Warrego, Mark O'Brien, says the fences will bring the people back.
See that pub there? That'll open up again.
His region pioneered the practice, but he says after $30 million of government investment, it's time for a different funding model.
Let's lend this money to graziers, interest-free, and you pay it back when you start making money.
Ben Banks spent $500,000 on his fence before the project received a government grant.
And all of a sudden, we're kicking goals.
The fencing has been criticised over its impact on native wildlife. But the state government says it's pushing ahead, releasing another $7 million for more fencing shortly. Nicole Bond, ABC News, Isisford.